We are now learning more about what happened inside this house here on Barrymore Ave in Lancaster over the weekend. Investigators calling it a home invasion that turned deadly. And investigators are out this late hour confirming they do have a suspect in custody now tied with that home invasion that turned deadly. They're only describing their suspect as a homeless man.
"52-year-old Paula Lind was a kind and loving woman who loved helping others. She served her community as a 16-year veteran with the Los Angeles County Probation Department, where she was assigned to the Barry J. Nendorf Juvenile Hall in Sylmar as a deputy probation officer. As a public servant, she dedicated her life's work to helping effect positive change in the lives of the probationers she supervised. No one could ever have imagined the horrifying chain of events that would soon take place. Around 12:05 a.m. on September 25th, the LA County Sheriff's deputies responded to a home invasion burglary call in the 45500 block of Barrymore Avenue in Lancaster, California. Upon arrival, they would find an unresponsive woman inside of the home.
In Lancaster, a 911 call is made about a home invasion. When deputies arrive, they find a woman killed inside. This happened just after midnight at a house on Barrymore Avenue.
The following day, AFS-CME Local 685, the union representing deputy probation officers, identified the victim as veteran Los Angeles County Deputy Probation Officer, 52-year-old Paula Lind, in a Facebook post. In a news release, the County Probation Department revealed she had been beaten to death inside of her Lancaster home during a home invasion turned deadly, where she suffered fatal injuries from blunt head trauma. Sadly, she was pronounced dead at the scene. According to law enforcement, Paula had just come home from work when the attack happened. A man who was only being described as a homeless man, well known to the community, was found inside of the home and immediately detained. He appears to have no connection to the victim. According to investigators, he entered the home by smashing a sliding door at the back of the home. As Paula entered the home, the intruder surprised her, at which time he then attacked her. A closer inspection of the crime scene determined there were signs of a struggle leading up to the horrific murder. The murder sent shockwaves throughout the community, leaving friends and family who have requested to mourn privately extremely devastated.
The fact that a murder occurred in our block has got everybody distraught.
Kevin Weike lives 2 homes down and says one neighbor heard broken glass around that time.
He heard smashing glass, Ricardo, and he came out and looked and see if it was like someone had smashed his car windows. Didn't see any problems, went back into his house. And then the next thing we know, squad cars had pulled up. There was no gunshots, no screaming. So, I mean, that's the thing that's kind of mystifying us is if there was gunshots or if there had been, knife violence or something like that, you'd think you'd hear some screaming. But there was nothing.
Deputies waited to go inside as a possible suspect was thought to still be in the home. When authorities made entry, they found Paula unresponsive, suffering from blunt force trauma to the head. A man inside was subsequently detained. Authorities are not identifying the possible suspect. Neighbors say she was a juvenile probation officer and a mother.
I mean, a lot of the family members showed up last night, but all I knew who lived with Paula was her son and the boyfriend.
Her flag-draped coffin escorted with honors to the county coroner's office in downtown L.A. while the search for answers and a motive goes on.
On Tuesday, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office announced the man, whose identity is still unknown, was charged in a John Doe complaint with 1 count each of murder, assault with intent to commit rape during a residential burglary, first-degree residential burglary, and sexual contact with the deceased remains. The criminal complaint also states that a shotgun was used during the attack. Prosecutors also filed special allegations of personal use of a firearm in residential burglary with a person present. His arraignment that was originally scheduled for Tuesday afternoon has been postponed to October 26th. In the meantime, he is ordered to be held without bond. It is not immediately clear whether he has an attorney who will speak on his behalf. LA County Probation Department Chief Adolfo Gonzalez made the following statement. "Our hearts are heavy today. Our officers work daily to help folks start over and rebuild their lives. Their work helps keep communities safe. It is horrifying to hear that one of our beloved officers passed in this manner. I'm hopeful that the individual responsible for this attack will be held accountable and that justice will prevail. Our sincere condolences, thoughts, and prayers are with the Lynn family, loved ones, and friends during their time of sorrow. They say her dedication to excellence and compassion will be greatly missed."